Oh, what's going on, everybody? You made it to another weekend, and we are here to keep you company on a Sunday night. Thanks, you guys, for joining us again. Before we get started, don't forget you get to follow us on the social media scene. You can find us on Twitter at the blown_save, on Instagram at the blown save. Don't forget, you guys can also still reach out to us at the blown save podcast at gmail.com. You can find the show anywhere you listen to podcasts or music, like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you want to support the show, it doesn't take a lot to do so. Hitting that like, subscribe, bell, or a share doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the show tremendously. And as always, make sure to give us a rate and a review if you are in the mood. Don't forget to click that notification button so you get notified when a new show drops. But you know how, me, I can't be here by myself. I gotta have my only Mr. Compadre RT Casas.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
USA on the board again with another 2 runs.
There it is. It looks like USA is punching their ticket to the finals to try and defend their WBC title. It's going to be against Mexico or Japan. Who do you think they're going to end up being playing against, sir?
I hope it's Mexico.
I do too. I feel like they have a better shot at beating Mexico than they do Japan.
They beat Japan in the title game last.
Yeah, but they didn't have Darvish and Shohei pitching.
They had Darvish, and you only could have faced one, I think.
I mean, it's the championship game. Let them both go in there. Well, look, we're talking about Mexico, right? So Mexico with the upset again. Not only did Mexico upset the heavily favored Team USA, but in pool play, but in quarterfinals play, they were the underdog against the streaking Puerto Rico team up to the 7th inning of that game. Puerto Rico was up 4-2 before Mexico came back in the 7th inning and took a 5-4 lead and never let it go. Puerto Rico had chances in the 8th and 9th inning, but good pitching and excellent fielding, including a failed bunt attempt by Puerto Rico that the Mexican pitcher ran down before it hit the grass. And it had not been for the first baseman crashing into the ball, too. It may have been a double play with a runner at first. Mexico will need another upset Monday when they play the tournament favorites and undefeated Japan team led by Yu Darvish and the one and only Shohei Ohtani. Sir, what do you think about this Mexico team, man?
They're like the little engine that could, man. I always love seeing, especially when it's Mexico, bro. Like seeing the Latin teams. I'm over here a little concerned. What happened with Arenado?
Arenado got hit in the hands.
Bottom right hand knuckle. Bottom part of the right hand knuckle. Ooh,
hey, Altuve got hit. Bro. I have it a little later.
Nobody cares.
I know. Well, I have that too.
Dude, this is USA right here, and this is a dude people like.
Oh yeah,
man, and he's
still in there.
The hand
they're gonna pull
such a sensitive part of the body.
Oh yeah,
like it's so sensitive. I believe it has the most bones in the body.
More than the feet.
I think so. Could be wrong though.
And they're fist bumping him too. No.
Yeah, left hand.
Hey.
Right hand. Yeah, but he's not like wincing in pain like.
It's probably just gonna be sore right now,
hurt, man. It's gonna hurt for a couple days.
Oh, they got Bobby Witt Jr. in there pinch running. Anywho, right now U.S. is up 9-2 on Cuba. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We'll see what happens here.
Right.
So let's talk about the Mexico team, man. Bunch of scrappy dudes, underdogs, the little engine that could. Will they take out? Do you think honestly that they're gonna take out the powerhouse that is Japan right now?
I mean, dude, it's a one game series, basically, like a elimination game, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, anything can happen, dude. It's like March Madness. I mean, anything can happen, bro. I like it. I think it's awesome. I think they have a shot. I wonder who's throwing. Is it Urias is up again?
I have no idea. I would think so because I didn't see him pitch. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I didn't see him pitch yesterday. I didn't catch the beginning of the game though. But I didn't. He has to be up. I mean, but do you pull the trigger on Urias for the semi, or hold on to him and hope for him in the finals?
There is no holding on. Only there's no next until you win.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying over here to click on it, see who's what, and whoop-de-doo, whoop. So they play tomorrow at 4.
Correct. And then the final game will be on the 21st on Tuesday night for the WBC. I want to say like Bantamweight Championship of the World. But no, for reals. You taking Mexico straight up?
I'm always gonna take Mexico, but I think Japan's gotta be the favorite again. You know?
Oh, 100%. Japan is the favorite for tomorrow's game. Would you put money on Mexico to win?
Why, no, that's why you said straight up. Of course not. Hello.
Speaking of guys getting hurt, right? We had a couple guys so far getting hurt, including one of your guys, Mr. Freddie Freeman got hurt. Edwin Rios got hurt. What happened?
No, I was gonna say that. Did you see? I want to touch on the Freddie Freeman getting hurt. He seemed to like pull his hamstring or tweak his hamstring. But did you see how it happened? It's not like the dude was running out the box.
It was really weird.
On the swing.
Yeah.
It was just awkward. So that one was kind of strange. That's got to be a strain, like a little tweak. You know, I don't think it's anything major, but damn, it's early in the year, and it's one of those like if you don't let them heal, those things keep popping, dude.
They will not go away.
They just keep popping. Isn't that what happened to Trout? Like he had something and it just kept popping.
It was the back.
Oh
no! You're right. He had his
right?
calf. It was his calf.
Oh, okay.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean every year something different with that guy. But
come on, man. But let's see. So,
but seriously, I knew he had strained something, and hamstring again is one of those like you come too early, you just get hurt, you know.
So let's see. Rios went down. He wasn't the only major league player. Altuve broke his hand, or fractured his left hand. He'll be out 6 to 8 weeks. Not many fans outside of Houston are gonna miss him, so fuck him. The baseball gods are exercising their will upon the cheating asterisks one way or another, I tell you.
But did you see what was interesting, though, was Kyle Tucker is now out of the lineup for WBC. That dude's one of their best hitters. He was doing really well, and they took him out of the lineup all of a sudden today.
Why is that?
Because everybody's worried about...
getting hurt?
And, the Houston now is down a big player. So word on the street is that, they don't want Tucker getting hurt now too, because they're like, damn, we already lost Altuve, we lose Tucker, like we're real even worse trouble, you know?
Here's my thing now. Okay, so this mean the WBC's future is in peril? Will the MLB put pressure on the commissioner to eliminate the WBC altogether to help avoid injuries? Injuries happen in spring training. This should be no different. What do you think?
I agree, because I saw who got hurt in spring training recently, right? It was I saw someone got hurt.
Yeah, somebody got hurt. I didn't pay attention to who it was.
Yeah, because they were bringing it up like online. They're like, oh, so should this not happen? Oh, Brandon Nimmo.
Oh yeah,
Brandon Nimmo was diving into like second base, and that homeboy just got a fat contract from the Mets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was diving into like second base or sliding, one of those two. Yeah, dude, and he got hurt, and it didn't look good. It was his knee.
I mean,
did not look good.
It could happen in practice. It could happen walking down the stairs from your house. It could happen in a WBC tournament. You know what I mean? Do you think though that the owners are going to put some pressure on the commissioner to try and eliminate the WBC because that's just extra strain on the body on these players? I mean, it's their choice to play.
It is their choice. I don't know, man. Then it becomes like a fine line. Like, okay, can they not play in the winter ball? And then like you said, well, what about spring training? Dudes get hurt in spring training, just like with football, in preseason and all that. I mean, that's literally what spring training is preseason. Of course, football's different because it's more contact sport, right?
Yeah.
But still, like, at what point,
At what point do you, is enough, and then you just stop practicing? You stop. I mean, how many times have non-contact or non-game injury just on the practice field, one little misstep, and roll an ankle? Like, shit happens, man. It's baseball. It's a sport. Things are going to happen. Every time you get on that field, sometimes injuries do come along and throw a wrench in, your plans as a owner, manager, whatever you want to call it. I know the Mets owner, he sent to Edwin Brios's house like a personal trainer, a cook, a nutritionalist, all physical therapist. Like he's like, we're gonna take care of him because we need him to come back at some point. But it's, I don't know, man. It's a fine line to try to skate between let them play and let's worry about our investment, because obviously we've talked about this before. The money that they earn is 100% guaranteed. So it's like they're not getting anything back on their investment by allowing these players to play. Back in the day, it was mostly college players that played in the WBC. Mm-hmm. Until the USA team was like, all right, guys, we can't just let the kids go out there. We got to go out there. They're playing against, because the other countries would still have their major leaguers going out there and playing. And USA was throwing out there their college boys. Not to say that they weren't good or they didn't do their best, but they're not MLBers, man. These aren't the cream of the crop.
Right. But I mean, it's MLBers everywhere, though. Venezuela everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, so I found who's throwing tomorrow. So for Japan, it's Roki Sasaki, the dude that throws a hundo.
Oh shit!
And that they compare a lot to Shohei, right? And then he's going up against the Angel,
Patrick Sandoval. He looked good the other day. Isn't that your boy, Patty Sen? That's your boy.
That was a sleeper for me last year. He did all right.
You gonna go ahead and try to pick him up again this year, or you think it's too much?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I didn't do any research this year, man. I did not do any research.
Where do you fall? I know you said you have a draft tonight at 7. It's 6:30 right now as we're recording. Who would you be your first round pick? Do you know where you land in the at this point? You should know where you are in the draft order.
Correct. I just entered the draft. I am number 4.
Ooh, who are you taking at 4?
And at number 4, there is Ronald. So right now it looks like Ronald Acuna is the top pick. And then there's Trey Turner, Jose Ramirez, Kyle Tucker, Mookie Betts, Juan Soto, Bo Bichette, Vladimir, Corbin Burns, Jordan Alvarez, Shohei the hitter, Garrett Cole. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably go Mookie, bro, if he's there.
At 4? There you
Mookie, go. Yeah, because so this one is like by position only, like, so it's not outfielders, it's right fielders, it's left fielders, it's center fielders, and then of course all the infield and stuff. So Mookie qualifies at second and right field, and I like his numbers. And obviously, it just makes it easy cheering for a Dodger, Dude, my team is loaded on that one because I have keepers. It's a keeper league. You get to keep 4, right? I'm keeping O'Neal Cruz from Pittsburgh.
Right.
Julio Rodriguez from Seattle.
How did you get both of them?
Jeremy Pena from Houston. And Jake DeGrom from Texas.
Bro, how the fuck did you... How?
So... O'Neal, I took him. I don't remember if I drafted him or not. I know Julio's like the one I drafted kind of late, like in the 14, 15 round, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then O'Neal Cruz, I believe I picked him up off the waivers.
Damn.
And I stashed him. Julio Pena, I think same thing. I picked him up.
Jeremy Pena.
Early in the season. And Jeremy Pena. Yeah, Jeremy Pena, I picked him up and I just played him a little bit. I didn't know he had a solid year, but he wasn't great or anything.
Yeah.
And then DeGrom was hurt last year, and everybody knew he was hurt, that he wasn't going to play like the whole year. So I took him really, really late. He fell for whatever reason. And because he fell, I was able to
yoink!
Keep him, yeah, man. So this year, he's obviously going to be stupid good. So if he's healthy, like always, right?
Yeah, if he's healthy. Back to...
Hey, what about Edwin Rios, man? You want to talk about that one?
Yeah. You're dying over there on me, bro.
Sorry, my throat's killing me today. For those of you guys think I might sound a little different today, I had a triple header today for my son's baseball games. Juan, the little one, had 2 games, and Leo, my older one, had a game. and we lost all three, of course. You know,
It
Leo
happens
had a rough
sometimes.
day. Yeah, Leo had a rough day. His team because two kids were out in Arizona, two of the main key players, and we just didn't hit the ball like we normally do. I think we lost 15 and like 9 or something like that, 15 to
Mm-hmm.
7, something like that. It was our first loss. I think we were 3 or 4-0 before that.
It must be
And
nice.
Juan's were struggling. I think we're 1-3.
They're better than us. We're 0-3 right now.
Okay.
With the game coming up tomorrow, hey, they're fine. He's fine. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So
always
that's
feels
what's
better
up,
to win, though. I'll tell you that much.
sir.
So
Yes,
Edwin
sir.
Rios. So for those of you guys who don't know, pitcher closer for the Mets. Everybody should know. If you don't know who he is at this point, he's the guy that runs out to that trumpet song. That guy. He came in and closed the game, and everybody was celebrating around him. He wasn't jumping around. He wasn't doing anything, and then all of a sudden he hits the ground. And it's just like, what is happening? They carried him off the field. He couldn't even walk off the field on his own.
Yeah.
Like we said before, baseball is a fickle animal, and you can get hurt like that, doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, I mean, how do you feel about that? Like, it's just one of those freak accidents, kind of like, who was it?
I know exactly who I was gonna say. It reminds me of Kendrys
Morales. Yeah, dude, jumping on home plate, and breaking his foot, and there went our chances for the season. He was gonna tear it too. It was a good.
He was. I feel like that shifted his career, man.
Yeah.
To be honest, in my opinion, I feel like it shifted his career. He was on a pretty good tear there, and he's about to go off again, and yeah, man, I find it interesting. So what I kept looking at there with all that was that I didn't really see him jumping around. I saw everyone else jumping around. So I'm thinking that someone must have like jumped on him and like kind of pushed him or landed on him awkwardly.
They had
what
to,
I'm saying?
yeah.
That's my thoughts on that.
They keep trying to find it, and they can't see when it actually happened because everybody was like jumping around. You can't really tell what's going on, and they like zoomed in, they slowed it down. They're like, we can't tell when it happens. 1 second he's cool, the next second he's on the ground. Like, it's just freak accident.
Right. Yeah, man. Who knows? Who knows what happened?
So back to my original question. Then, do you think the owners are going to put some pressure on the commissioner to get rid of the WBC?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, to get rid of it, I don't know. I don't think it's like the good old boys league in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't think it's quite like that. And I feel like, in my opinion, baseball and maybe basketball, I guess, they're more likely and easier to strike. Don't you think, compared to football? I feel like football, like, it's not like that. It's like, hey, man, if you don't like it, too bad, And football is like, fine, hey, relax. I just don't feel like they're of the three big sports, I feel like football is by far the weakest union.
Okay.
In comparison to those other two. And then from there, maybe basketball is the strongest just because it's smaller, so the smaller it is, the maybe easier it is to control. But I don't know, man. I feel like baseball is right up there too. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to tell. What do you think?
It's a tough one, man, because it brings the world together. It shows off some of, if not the best talent in the game, at a worldwide level. You know what I mean? It brings people together. Look at the Ukrainian team we talked about last week. A bunch of plumbers and scientists and doctors, and one guy's a teacher. He struck out freaking Shohei Ohtani. You know what I mean? Ohtani and him got together after the game, and Ohtani hooked him up with he gave him a jersey signed by the entire Ukrainian team, and Ohtani gave him a baseball and took some pictures and stuff with them. Like, he's like, "This is the greatest moment of my life." Like, I struck out Shohei Ohtani, one of the greatest baseball players in the world. So I would hate for it to go away. Like it's not an every year thing, anyways. It's it's like the Olympics. Every 4 years, here comes the World Baseball Classic. So I think leave it alone. It's part of the game. People are going to get hurt. You're not going to be happy about it. It is what it is.
Man.
Maybe they could do like stipulations in their contracts. Like, hey, if you go play and you get hurt, then whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's a slippery slope at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally. I get you. I definitely get you.
Hey, your boy Ken Griffey was out there flashing the wood the other day. Did you see that?
Dude, still, even like whatever he is, bro, he's still swinging some of those better than those major.
He put on a show.
I kind of wish to see how the ball was going off his bat.
Yeah. Well, I know he was up there. He took a few strokes on BP, right? And he hit a few. It was pretty good. And then he let a ball rip deep into the right field stands. That would have been a home run. Yeah, dude, he hit a homer. And then he kind of just dusted. He jokingly said he might want to dust off his cleats and get back to help the U.S. On the offensive side. Next WBC, he said he's ready to play. But he did hit a home run. What would have been a home run, obviously, is BP. But what would have been a home run still got the sweetest swing, in baseball. And he looked good. Ain't gonna lie. He dropped the bat and got out of there real quick. As soon as he hit that home run, he was like, I'm done.
That's funny. He's all right. They're done.
Like I told you, I can still do it.
It's like that old basketball player that dunks every year for his birthday, right? To see if he can still dunk.
Yep.
I think it was Dominique Wilkins.
Wilkins, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, let me just try this real quick.
Did you see Griffey said that he's like, yeah, put me in. He's like, don't sleep on me. He's like, check to see who has the highest batting average in a single World Baseball Classic. So I believe he said in Team USA history he has the highest batting average in a World Baseball Classic.
What was it, 433?
Oh, I don't know. 435, I think it was.
Okay.
I think that's what I saw. 435.
That ain't nothing to fucking spit at right there.
Right? For real.
Going from one baseball thing to another, Trevor Bauer, seemingly blackballed from MLB, has signed a 1-year, $40 million plus incentive deal with the Yokohama DNA Bay Stars in the Nippon Professional Baseball League. Will this be as far as Bauer goes in his pitching career? Or do you think...
That's it. I mean, we all said it. He's just getting blackballed there. Just like Kaepernick did. And I mean, Kaepernick's the other really dude that was in his prime that got blackballed. Don't you think?
I mean, he got blackballed for other reasons. You can go back and forth with what happened to Kaepernick. Yeah,
and got blackballed. That's all I said.
This is Betty too.
I saw it happening, and I remember telling my buddy George and Joe, and I remember telling them, I said, nobody's gonna touch him. If the Dodgers drop him, that means it's basically coming from up above. Like, hey, that's it. Like, you can't use them, and nobody else is going to use them type of thing, right? George is like, no, someone's going to pick him up for dirt cheap because, the Dodgers are paying him 30-something million. I said, no way, dude. That's why. Because the Dodgers dropped him and they're paying whatever they're paying him, I think it's basically a sign of, like, no one else is going to pick him up.
Yeah,
like that's baseball saying like no one else is gonna pick him up.
So well, I think this year on the contract it would have only been like $7 million because he got all the money on that first year.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know.
Yeah,
so they paid him to drop him.
You think even if he does really well over there at the end of the season, nobody else is like, "Hey man, you did really well over there. Let's bring you back over to MLB." You don't think it's one of those?
Again, the big thing
get
is
away and then come back later.
The big thing is the way this dude goes about and handles everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he almost like taunts or mocks baseball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the teams and the owners, that's where the problem is, dude. Like this dude openly taunts them,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dude, they're not gonna okay all this. Plus you already had issues, throwing tantrums. Like, remember that time he threw the damn ball over the center field wall?
Yeah.
Like when Terry Francona came to take him out? Like, jeez, like so many dumb stuff,
Yeah, you don't.
Like I don't know how Terry Francona didn't punch him that time.
I would have fucking thrown him out. You know what, man? Go into the locker room and keep walking. Don't fucking come back.
Dude, Seriously, man. Seriously. Like, man, I don't know. Hey, man. So seriously though,
Uh-oh,
here,
here we
Brent.
go.
Okay,
Okay.
man. Mike Trout looks like he's having the time of his life playing baseball for the USA
100%.
team.
100%.
Like,
He said he was quoted at saying something like this type of atmosphere is something I've never experienced. Like, this is crazy. Like, I love this. This is most excited I've been playing, or it's the most fun I've had, and most excited I've had playing baseball in his career.
hmm yeah, dude.
Yeah, come on, give me the zinger. Go ahead, give me the fucking zinger. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, we all like Trout, Brent. We all do. We all respect him. We all think he's great, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you play with that kind of love for the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you have that skill and you're seeing the dude like be happy and there's some success and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I feel bad, like in some ways I just like, I wish your Angels would win a little bit more for him, like to see him that happy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm hoping this year
I
they do.
Yeah, I don't see him being like miserable with Angels, but he just doesn't look that happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks happy. Like when Turner hit that grand slam, like the first dude that they kind of showed in the stands, and like Trout was like jumping up and down, bro, on deck circle, I believe.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just it was so awesome to see, bro. Like, absolutely awesome. Like, I don't know. It was just cool. Yeah.
That's the most subdued comment about Mike Trout and the Angels I think I'll ever get. Somebody record this as the date and the time. That's the nicest thing Artie's ever said to me.
No, it just made me happy to see him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made me really happy for him. Of all people who I hope they win it for, it's him probably the most, bro. Like, out of all of them, like,
yeah,
like not even close,
Well, he is the captain of the team this year, and a couple of the players said, "Hey, dude, when Mike Trout calls you and says, 'Hey, man, we're gonna go win this, we're gonna defend the title,' they're like, you answer the call and you go, let's go." You know what I mean?
Why didn't any pitchers answer the damn call then?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what's gonna be my thing. Did he just rack one? He just
he
racked one. He just racked one.
Wow.
Turner 3 for 4 with 2 home runs tonight.
That's the MVP of the World.
That's going to be the MVP. Absolutely, 4th home run this tournament.
Wow.
So far, because we still got
shot.
one more game. Yeah, dude.
So that means he has 7, 8.
So
he's got to be up in like double digits. RBIs,
so technically, next inning, if Cuba doesn't score a run, the game's over.
Correct.
This is going to be awesome. Let's get one more up there just to make sure.
Like the way it is. No technicality about it.
Well, I'm just, for those people listening at home, I'm just saying.
Yeah. USA.
USA.
And can you believe it? They had to get some breaks just to move on.
Bro, I mean, look, Trout single-handedly pushed them through against, who was that? What was the team? Who did they play in the quarters? Colombia. Trout had to get the freaking 3 runs, or else they would have lost 2-0, right?
He didn't get the 3 runs. He drove in the 3
He
runs.
drove in the 3 runs. I apologize.
It's okay. It don't happen again.
No, yes, sir.
There is a difference.
There is a huge difference.
Yeah.
There is a huge difference, guys. And then like today, he's been quiet. You know what I mean? Yesterday he was.
Man, some days it's a good day to have teammates, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Some days you get the candy, and some days you get the wrapper. Either way,
the famous Ramon.
Lamone quote, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown that one out this season. It only took 4 episodes before I threw it out. So
right. Hey, so are we gonna have a special podcast on Thursday night? Or are you out because you have to work and stuff like that? I get it,
I mean, we don't have to. I mean, we absolutely can have a fucking podcast on Thursday night, bro.
Oh, you sure?
Why?
I know they have.
Nah, I'll make it happen, bro. I'll put in a request. Okay. I need the permission slip signed by you, though. And then I could turn it in. I need at least 24 to 48 hours before I can, officially say yeah.
That's funny. Hey, but MLB The Show comes out on Thursday night at 9.
I know.
You know me. I love that thing, dude. I'll be
did you already?
Like 2, 3 in the morning.
Did you already buy it?
Pre-order? No, I haven't pre-ordered. I actually, I'm not gonna lie, bro. So I went online because I have the Xbox now, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
of the style, the engine mode for hitting, how fast it is compared
Mm-hmm.
to PS5, the PS5.
All right.
And I love the PS5. I'm a PS5 guy. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But dude, the I've told you the Xbox is just it. The hitting engine is just crazy difference. Like it's so much difference. I didn't think it was. Remember, I bought it just to test it.
Yeah.
It's legit, man. It's like even all the big players, they all switched over to it. You know, only the ones that have the mental block that they can't. They're like, no, it's because they're the only ones that didn't switch over. But I can tell you, like, I'm an Xbox guy, and I'm sorry, I'm a PS5 guy, but dude, I'll play the Xbox on that all day, dude. So, anyways, the Xbox it works kind of different. Like, you can't buy like a monthly, a yearly subscription to get like the Xbox Online. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Kind of like how the PS5 is.
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy it monthly. So you have either the gold, which is $9.99 a month, or the what's it called? Like the gameplay one or something like that. But
Okay.
it's like $14.99 or $15.99 a month. So I went online, kind of doing some research and finding some spots, and I found one place that sells it for I think $34.99 for the year, bro. The Xbox Live Game Pass.
Okay.
That's what they call it, Xbox Live Game Pass. For $34.99 for the year, bro. I was super skeptical, right? And I paid it through PayPal just in case,
Yeah, yeah.
Super no, man. It's a real deal. It works, bro. It works. That means if I wanted MLB The Show for free, I could get it for free on there. I'm gonna buy the early one because then that gives you. I'm
The
gonna buy the other
points
one
and all
because
the other
yeah,
attributes
the
and all that stuff.
stubs
Yeah.
and the free packs and the early access,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy it anyways. But still, I mean, to get it for $34.99, now I have it for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's supposed to
What
be
time does
monthly.
it go live? Is it at 9 p.m. again?
9 p.m. You can
9
start
p.m.
downloading the game now. Actually,
I haven't bought it yet. I will be, but I haven't bought it. But I'll be on, bro. I'll be on 100%. We'll be live. We'll be streaming. Put it down right now. We'll be live. We'll be fucking streaming. We'll be doing. Artie will be on his. I'll be on. I'll probably be on the Blown Say podcast, Twitch page and the YouTube page. So you guys make sure you go and check that out. If you want to see good gameplay, go check out Artie. If you want to see somebody fumble through the game, then you found the right person. I'm right here for you.
you have some talent, compa. You just need to invest a little more time.
I wish I had time to invest, but I'm gonna do my I will be on Thursdays. Mark it down. You can put it on the board. All right,
Nice.
I'll be there.
Excited.
All right, let's move into the NFL real quick. A lot of stuff's been going on in the NFL, brother. Dallas bids farewell to its number 2 all-time franchise rusher, Ezekiel Elliott. Some say maybe a year or two too late. Zeke had not had a rushing touchdown outside of the red zone since 2019 and has been relegated to a blocking back or a goal line bruiser. Long have passed the days of Zeke breaking tackles and running for a 40-yard touchdown. Earlier in the offseason, it was rumored Zeke was willing to restructure his contract to make sure he stayed with the Cowboys. But then, in a sudden change of heart, he decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. That's not going to be an option anymore, which at that point, I think the Cowboys, it kind of tied their hands, and they had to let the aging back. Oh, shit. Mike Trout just hit down the line. Mookie Betts is coming around to score.
Yep.
13-2 US. Like I was saying, I think it tied the Cowboys' hands, and they looked and let him go. A few teams have been rumored at looking at signing the former Cowboy, but at what price point will he sign? And will someone be willing to splurge on the running back? Will Zeke be willing to accept lesser money? I don't think anyone's going to shell out what he was making with the boys. Artie, where do you think he lands? Finally, a really smart decision by the Cowboys. Finally, let him go. Yeah, they're going right now with they're all in on Pollard. They gave him the franchise tag, and then they got their other backup guy. So, I mean, are they going to move up and try and get some young talent coming in to help out Pollard? Or do you think they keep looking around? Or do you think maybe Zeke doesn't get picked up by anybody? They go back and go, hey, man, look, we'll bring you back. But it's not going to be like $35 million. We're going to give you like $9 million for the year, right?
Something like that. So Zeke is in that position of his career where I think he wants to still be a lead back.
Mm-hmm.
but is not a lead back anymore because he just doesn't have that step no more.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that extra gear. You know, he is a goal line bruiser still. You know, he is a short yardage dude for sure. But, you know, if he breaks a 20, maybe 30-yard run, that's going to be the season high. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, and if he does, he gets off the field right away because he's huffing and puffing, and he's like, "Oh man, I need like a series off. Like I'm good, you know. Like I need to go. My legs ain't doing it. You know what I mean? There's not very many miles left in the tank on that one.
Yeah, and you ever get the feeling that he never quite took his conditioning serious time?
I do.
You know?
I do. I think he
Nobody ever
relied
talked about his like work ethic type of thing. You know?
I think he relied too much on his natural ability and did not kind of take care of himself the way he should be.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So, and then, I mean, he played a certain type of way though. He played like I'm gonna run through you instead of trying to avoid you. And running backs that do that do not last long in the NFL at the peak level. You know what I mean? He wasn't the biggest juker. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get picked up somewhere though. Where I don't know. I don't know who's gonna pay him that kind of money. I mean, you're better at analyzing the NFL like that than me. Like,
I know that the Patriots are one of the teams that are looking to.
They got Rashard Stevenson over there. He's pretty good. And they're always
to have him as a backup.
Add to who?
Hold on here. What's going on here? Breaking news. Nothing happened. I think the commodore heard me talking about me being on Thursday and God knows what. And getting text messages like, "Hey, what's going on over there?" What? Her spidey sense was tingling. But I heard the Patriots were one of the teams that were looking. The Jets were looking. The Broncos were looking. So there's a few teams that are out there looking at him. I mean, who's going to invest?
The Broncos. I can see the Broncos, man. Why not?
Why not? Sean Payton's over there. He's going to revamp the team. Got to do something. Why not bring in Zeke? It will be. It will be. I mean, it's not the first time a Dallas player went from Dallas to the Broncos. So,
what do you think about Did we talk? We mentioned it because it was like something I had seen on Sports Illustrated last week on the last podcast, but now it's a done deal, right?
What?
Rodgers to the Jets?
No, it's not a done deal. They keep talking about it.
It's just a verbal no. So Rodgers says that he wants to play for the Jets now. So now it's just a matter of putting the package together, I believe. Right?
I don't know.
I sent you the messages that was online, like where he came out of his little cave and finally said what he wanted, and he said that he wanted to play for the Jets now.
All right, let's see right here. Pulling it up right now. 3 promising trade proposals. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. That was 14 hours ago. That's the newest story that's out there on Fansided right now. I guess there's 3. Packers get the 43rd overall pick and Elijah Moore, and the Jets would get Aaron Rodgers. That's, I don't know. Packers would get on the second trade package 43rd overall pick and the 2024 conditional pick, and obviously the Jets would get Rodgers. But the number one that people are saying what it's gonna take is they would get the 13th overall pick this year, a 2024 conditional pick, and then the Jets would get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, nothing's in stone. I mean, he may have said, "Hey, I want to," maybe just to kind of juice the gears or whatever, but nothing is a done deal. I mean, I know I would have seen something had it been actual like happening.
So I just find it strange that I mean, he would say that verbally and you're still under contract with someone, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of bad, don't you think?
Oh, dude, breaking news right now. 44 minutes ago it happened. Adam Thielen is headed to the Panthers on a 3-year deal. Wait, what happened?
Free agent, huh?
Yep. What happened over here? Somebody ran into somebody? Did they catch the ball at least?
He did. I think the outfielder got it. And it was a third out of the inning too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hey, you know who else is a free agent and he signed somewhere? I didn't know he was a free agent though, because someone signed over there with him. But it's the my dude Jamal Williams. He's over with the Saints now.
Is he now?
Yeah, because someone went with the Lions, and I remember thinking, damn, they went with the Lions. Who got picked up by the Lions, compa?
The Lions, C.J. Gardner Johnson got picked up by the Lions. 1-year deal. Yeah.
I feel like it was a bigger name than that. I feel like it was a bigger name than that.
No, the biggest name right now that's dropped is my boy, the new Cowboys number 2/number 1 receiver. The Cowboys signed Brandon Cooks out of free agency today. Jerry Jones is looking to make some moves before the season gets going. DeAndre Hopkins and Stephon Diggs are still 2 premier wide receivers that have been rumored around getting traded to the Cowboys. Could the Cowboys make another splash to add a wide receiver core? But right now, that's a big one. Brandon Cooks to the Dallas Cowboys to be the opposite end of the field with CeeDee Lamb. What do you think about that?
I like it. I like it. I really like it. I'm up, and sure enough, it's between Kyle Tucker and Mookie Betts for me.
Ooh, who are you gonna take?
They're ranked right next to each other. Well, one's a Houston
Mookie.
Yeah.
Who went first?
But,
if you don't mind me asking.
You know what? A guy that I thought maybe would be there, he was projected to be right where I was at, but it was Jose Ramirez. But you gotta remember, there's keepers, so everything changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a natural first overall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mookie, man.
Do it, man.
Fuck you.
Do it.
You can't hear the sound effects, right?
No, I can't hear it. No,
okay.
You're good there.
Cool.
Another guy that just got, finally got a home too, Jimmy G. Finally got a home, and it's with the Las Vegas Raiders.
I know, right?
I know.
Evan was like, good riddance. Blah, blah. Like, oh, but when he was
all of
there,
a sudden,
oh,
Jimmy G.
The next coming of Joe Montana.
Oh,
and did you see his numbers
God.
when he played with the Patriots? And, when he got to start and blah, blah, blah.
Bro, I always said it. I'm pretty sure you said it too. Jimmy G always reminded us of like a Derek Carr like light, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And Vegas just got rid of the actual Derek Carr, and they got the Derek Carr light guy. And right. Jimmy G said, "Hey, I'm ready to come and win a championship for Las Vegas for the first time there. Realistic, delusional. Are the Raiders in for another 3 years of disappointment with Jimmy G? Will the Jimmy G move convince leading rusher Josh Jacobs to sign an extension and be there a little later, or a little longer?"
Well, I mean, Josh Jacobs, they traded away the tight end, right? They traded away Waller too.
Waller went to, I want to say, was the Jets? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's somebody on the East Coast.
But he got traded.
Yeah.
He was like, sad day, man. Sad day. Something like that,
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Yeah, that was a surprise.
Oh, Darren Waller went to the Giants.
The Giants, okay.
Yeah.
Giants.
And Jacob said
about all that money that Jones got over there, the quarterback from the Giants.
I mean, I don't know how they're paying people anymore.
Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, man, they say this is the dude that's gonna take us there. This, you know what I'm saying?
People, all they're doing is talking shit, and then they're like, "Let's give this guy like a gajillion dollars right now. It's gonna be okay." Cuba is 1 out away from elimination. Jiminy Crickets almighty. Let's go back to over here, the sports section. But yeah, Adam Thielen just headed to the Panthers. Panthers are making moves, man. I still can't believe they got rid of Christian McCaffrey. He was surprised when it happened, but, it is what it is, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got going on here? And that should be the third out. Moogie, get it? Nope. Drops in for a base hit. What else did we have here? Let's see. We already talked about Zeke. We talked Jimmy G. We talked the Raiders. Aaron Rodgers. A lot of rumors still flying around about the Jets. Already saying it's a done deal, basically. Yeah. But nothing as of right now has come across the wire.
Oh, you haven't even talked about the second part of that Diggs thing that's on your notes there.
Where?
About the Cowboys with Diggs, his brother, right?
Yeah, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, but they're not, bro. They're not going after Stephon Diggs, shut up already. Like that's just stupid to even
Hey,
just, like,
look,
say that. It's not gonna happen.
Stephon
It's
Diggs
not gonna
unfollowed the
happen.
Bills. He
I don't
unfollowed the
care.
Bills, followed the Cowboys, took all the
So
Bill stuff
what?
off his social
So
media.
what?
He wants to make it
So
happen. He wants to
what?
play with his brother.
So what? So what? You could play after your contract's up. You know, go play after your contract's up. Because you ain't gonna play right now.
What do you think it would take Dallas giving up to go get Stephon? What do you think it would take?
I don't know, because they're not gonna have a wide receiver if they give him up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're not gonna have a wide receiver.
What if they threw in Gallup and like some conditional draft picks?
No, then you're gonna have a running back. Then you're gonna have a running back. You're just gonna air it out, like, and you're gonna put literally the ball in the hands of the dude that loses from every year.
The what?
The quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Oh, Dak Prescott. Well, I mean, it's the only piece of the puzzle that's there left. Oh, pop up into the infield. Hold on one second.
What do you mean? They got Cooks, bro. They got Cooks, and they
I
got.
know. Can I?
I like that because that's like
a solid number two.
Oh yeah, it's a great number two. He's like a PPR kind of guy, you know, just grabs all the little catches, you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the Cowboys had that on the other side this year, and but now it's gonna be awesome to see those two out there running routes and stuff like that. I still think you got to get one more, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And then D Hop is also was it Micah Parsons over there trying to get D Hop over to the Cowboys as well. That, I mean, at that point, this is too much. It just wouldn't be fair anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, compa. I don't see that.
You don't see it happening?
Yeah.
Right on.
Hey, I think I'm in the third, fourth round here.
Already?
Fourth round. But I like the other pitchers that are there. Urias is right there. Why is Woodruff ranked higher? Urias is such a better pitcher. I'm expecting to win. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I got another one for you. Cowboys is set to sign ex-Chiefs and Bucks running back Ronald Jones as the number 2 guy behind Pollard. Let's see what else we got here.
I like it.
The Ravens are looking at signing Odell Beckham Jr. as the Cowboys, since the Cowboys got Brandon Cooks. The Ravens now looking at to be the lead to sign Odell. Mm-hmm. Who else we got over here? I think that's all I got so far, man. Other than that, I really don't have anything other in the football area.
In the foosball area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hopkins. Oh, I could see Hopkins probably being tired of that. You know, I would see Hopkins before I see Stephon Diggs go. To be honest.
Yeah.
So Stephon, he's on a good team, man. He's on a good team. It makes no sense to have him go. You know.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. None at all. I don't know. Does it? Yeah, like, they would want a king's ransom for him, and the Cowboys are in a good enough spot to win, man. They will make the NFC Championship game this year.
Can we put it on the board? Can we lock that in?
I feel like it's going to happen this year.
This year?
Yeah. I think they're losing it, but they
Damn.
They make it. Yeah, I think they make it this year.
So much love and then so much hate, all in the same
Hey,
sentence.
I'm sorry for stating some facts, considering you guys haven't been there in like 30-some years.
27. Thank you.
Oh my God, pretty damn close.
27 years.
That was a guess.
Jesus Christ
This year, I think it happens this year. I think they make the NFC title game.
They make the title game, bro. They better be going to the Super Bowl. I swear to God.
They're not going.
I will lose my fucking mind, bro.
They're not going to Super Bowl. What? Like you did last year?
Yeah, I will lose it even more. Lose it even more.
So, would you be happier they lost in the Super Bowl? Because they ain't gonna win the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that. If they make it, they ain't gonna win it. I don't think they go past the NFC title game. But they ain't going. If they go, they ain't making it.
Well, I think the AFC right now has a stranglehold
you pick
on.
Your choice. Okay, what would you rather see? Them lose it in the Super Bowl, or them lose it in? And you have to pick one or the other, or them lose it in the NFC Championship game.
I have to pick one or the other. Where are they gonna which one I would rather see?
Lose. Where they're gonna lose.
I don't want to see them lose.
You have to.
I would rather. I'm
always gonna say the Super Bowl. Like,
yeah, you're always in the biggest game, man.
In the championship.
Yeah.
At least chip in the chair. You never know, right?
Yeah. It would be the Super Bowl. I'd rather have them get to the Super Bowl and lose than not get to the Super Bowl at all. So, here's what it is.
Yeah. I can see it.
Did you hear about FDU getting that big old upset? Shocking Purdue. They were like the 16th seed and they beat Purdue in the March Madness.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not.
So Fairleigh Dickinson with the biggest upset of the tournament, shocking Purdue 63-58. FDU became the second 16th seed in tournament history to knock off the number 1 seed, joining only UMBC as the only other team to do so. FDU was a 20.5 point underdog. Jesus Christ. They were
crickets.
What's that?
Jiminy Crickets, like you said.
Jiminy Crickets. I hope people bet on that that money line or whatever it was. 20.5 point underdogs. Jesus Christ. They didn't need it. They didn't need it to cash in. Why is it the game still going? It's the 7th inning. I thought after the 7th.
To the 7th. It's the 7th.
Oh, I know, but anyways. Game's pretty much over. Something would have to collapse here. But I digress. Anything else going on? I mean, I got nothing else right now.
Same, bro. I don't got anything else really for you.
Outstanding. Look at that, guys. We gave you guys a short 1 hour show this week. Look at that. Woo-wee. You don't get those very often, guys. When we start talking.
Be ready.
Thursday, though, guys. Thursday. Be ready. We're going to be playing. We got to make sure we upload the Blown Save Stadium should get moved, right? From 23 to 20 or 22 to 23. MLB The Show.
I don't know that it does, to be honest. I don't know that it does.
I hope so, or I'm gonna have to reach out to that guy again and say, "Hey, man, can you just re-upload it?"
Yeah, and I believe you if you have to do it like pretty soon here. You have to put it in like in the vault type of thing,
Yeah. I'll have to go look. I'll have to double check on that. But anyways, all right, compa. I mean, we got nothing else, guys. It's a quick and easy show, an hour. I mean, if you want to call that quick and easy, make sure you guys come and check us out.
Marathons.
There you go. Sometimes we give you a 2.5 hour show. Sometimes we give you an hour show. You just never know. Don't forget, guys. You guys can still follow us on Twitter at @theblown_saves, on Instagram at @theblown_save. You guys can still also reach out to us at theblownsavedpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your questions, comments, or concerns. You can find the show anywhere you listen to your podcasts or music, like Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you want to support the show, it doesn't take a lot to do so. Hitting that like, subscribe bell, or a share. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it does help the show out tremendously. And as always, give us a rate and a review. If you are in the mood, don't forget to click on that notification button so you can get notified when the new show drops, like right now. Compa, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's be safe out there, mi gente, and I hope to see you guys all next week, or actually later this week, on MLB The Show when we stream, for our usual little tradition there.
Absolutely. I look forward to it, compadre. I'll go and ask permission right now. Make sure I get the green light for it. Put it on the schedule. I got to put it on the calendar. I got to put it on the calendar. All right, guys. Compa, I'll catch you a little bit later. Guys, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you guys come back. We love you guys. Have a good one.